The holidays are a tough time for anyone to keep a healthy diet, but it can be especially difficult for those who have had bariatric surgery. There are two things to consider. One, how to take the focus off the food, and two, how to work healthier options into an otherwise loaded holiday menu. We'll start with advice to be proactive about keeping your personal goals in mind.
It is a little bit unnerving to go to a holiday party when you've had bariatric surgery, and people are in a different place with their different journeys. But one of the best things that I can recommend is that our patients begin to focus on the event, thinking about the people and the experiences and connections more than the food. Start new traditions. So for example, you might start playing a game instead of eating, or you might suggest that you go for a walk and look at the holiday lights. Those would be changes from past traditions that you can introduce. Practice saying no is a good strategy, and you want to do this in front of the mirror before you go to the party. So how is that going to sound? So something, for example, might be, everything looks delicious and I might come back later, or I'm full right now, thank you, but everybody did a wonderful job on their food. Some people will fall into the trap of saying, well, it's just for tonight, and I will get back to my regular diet tomorrow, and this is also known as the Monday syndrome, and you really don't want to fall into that trap. And we would suggest that people follow their regular eating plan just like they would on any other day. So that helps you not to arrive to the party overly hungry and overly tempted, and by shifting those kinds of structures and routines, you can also change things like blood sugar and mood, and we don't want that.
Now the other important part, execution. Your goal should be to maintain. There are options to still enjoy delicious, healthy food and still come out ahead.
Always golden rule is start with your proteins first. They tend to be more dense, they're going to be more filling, so help to kind of give you that satiety factor. Looking for your leaner protein sources, so turkey is an excellent example. Doing maybe like a leaner pork tenderloin versus a fatty roast or prime rib. Fish is always a good example. Half your plate should be your vegetables, and in wintertime is a great opportunity to get creative. There's a lot of winter vegetables out there that you can roast. So roasted root vegetables, beets, Brussels sprouts, butternut squash. It's real popular now to do the rice cauliflower, rice broccoli, zucchini. You can do those spirals now. Those are all safe bets and low calories. So some of the traditional recipes, there's ways you can kind of modify them so they're a little bit lower calories. So right, using a low fat or non-fat milk, a broth, garlic powders again, or garlic versus the heavy whole milk and butter recipes. We want to make sure you stay well hydrated. It's really common for all of us sometimes to misinterpret thirst for hunger, so we have a tendency to reach for the food instead of the beverages. Some alternatives out there would be things like spiced herbal teas, diluted mulled ciders. They can do infused waters, again depending how far out from surgery they are. They can do like carbonated flavored waters as long as they're sugar-free, sugar-free hot cocoa. And again, for those fans that love their eggnogs, again, there's some modified recipes out there that will make them a little bit low fat, low sugar. So those would be appropriate as well.
If you're looking for a little extra support this holiday season and making sure you stay on track with your goals, there are support groups available through Fresno Heart and Surgical Hospital. For more information, check out FresnoBariatrics.org.